Hello there everybody and welcome to another Football Manager 2016 save with me. Now the beta for me is done, it's dusted. I played with Red Bull Leipzig for almost 2 seasons, but the full game is out. It has been for a while. It's finally time for me to sit down, crack on the full game. Let's do this. So, I've been planning this save for a long time. It's called Rags to Riches, where I'm trying to take a club close to my heart, close to my family's heart, because that's where they're from. I'm going to take Blyth Spartans from the very bottom to the very top of English football and hopefully become a European powerhouse over the course of the years. Now, I want this to be a save that lasts at least 6-7 months, if not until the end of FM16. I might do a save or two on the side, but this is where my heart is going to be. This is where I'm going to play almost every night. I'm going to get going. I'm going to try my best to get Blyth promoted up the divisions. Now, Season 1, we are media predicted to finish first and the board want me to finish first. Promotion, no excuses, go up or probably get out. Now, that's the plan. Today we're going to show you the squad. I've made 3 new signings recently. We've not started pre-season yet, but I'll show you the tactic that I've set up and who knows, we'll test it in pre-season. We might stick with it if it's any good. If it's not, I'll come back, I'll try and tactically tweak again, and then we'll see from there. But pre-season coming up soon. But first, let's meet the squad. So here we are with the number 1 goalkeeper, Adam McHugh. 4-star potential, 2.5-star current ability, valued at £10,000 per week. His attributes are not great, but again guys, some of these attributes you're going to have to take for what they are. You're going to have to hope that your team performs above what their attributes and stats say, and hopefully they have 3 or 4 attributes that stand out and help them perform above their current ability and their own level. So here's the number 1 goalkeeper, Adam McHugh. He's going to start the season as the number 1 goalkeeper ahead of the other one, which I'll show you in a second. None of them are that great, but you've got to obviously be very lenient on what you're going to take and what you're going to get here, because you cannot expect too much in terms of attributes at this low level. So he starts the season as my number 1 goalkeeper. Let's move on to the next player. Tom McNamee, 20-year-old English centre-half. 4-star potential ability, 2-star current ability. The attributes that stand out with him are determination of 14, leadership of 12, teamwork of 11. Jumping reach is also 11, pretty decent. I reckon he will be a rotational player and start on the bench. Dylan Morse, another centre-half, 2.5-star potential ability, with 2.5-star current ability, valued at £6,000. His attributes that stand out are marking 11, tackling 12, work rate 12. Not much there, I can't even see this guy making my bench. I recently tweeted this guy's graph of his positional play and a lot of guesses came in, but it's not who everybody thinks it was. A lot of guesses came in for David Alaba. This is Damon Mullen, arguably the most versatile player on the game. He can play at libero, centre-half, left-back, right-back, both wing-back positions, defensive midfielder, centre midfielder, left midfield, right midfield, attacking left mid, attacking right mid, attacking centre mid, and striker. So versatile, the only position he cannot play is in goals. But for me, he probably won't make the bench. He's 2.5-star current ability and 2.5-star potential ability. Got to remember guys, a lot of these players will be on non-contracts, which means they only get paid when they play. And some of them will be on 1-year contracts. There's not many on more yearly contract than that. Alex Nicholson, former Newcastle United, St Johnstone and Preston right back, the Welshman, 21 years old, been at Blyth for a couple of seasons now I think. 4-star potential ability, 3.5-star current. He's going to be the number 1 right back. He's got determination of 11. His crossing is 8, his dribbling is 7, his pace is 9, his acceleration is 10. That's the way I look at my full-backs and want them to be very attacking, but at this level you got to give and take. So he's going to play as a limited full-back, so he's going to be more defensive-minded anyhow. Alex Nicholson is going to be the number 1 right-back. Now the goalkeeper to compete with Adam McHugh has recently been signed by Blyth Spartans. 3-star potential ability, 2-star current ability. Actually played at the Leverkusen second team. His name is Fabian Ott. He's a German 24-year-old goalkeeper. He's on a non-contract and he is backup to Adam McHugh. He's got some decent attributes there. Bravery, determination, leadership, teamwork, work rate, Rushing out, tendency to punch and natural fitness are all pretty decent. Danny Parker, 24 years old, he is going to be my first choice central defender. 3.5 star potential ability, 2 star current ability, 12 bravery, 10 determination, 10 leadership, 11 teamwork, 11 work rate, 11 heading, 11 marking, 11 tackling. Pretty decent attributes there for a centre half at this level. He will be my main defender. Sean Reid, a player I have never come across, can play anywhere down the middle of the park. Mainly as centre midfielder, 23 years old, 2 star potential ability, 1 star current ability, potential to be a useful member of the squad, but for me that basically says he's not good enough. The only attribute above 10 is heading, and that is 12. Ball winning, centre midfielder, probably won't get much game time with me. In my opinion, the second best player in the entire squad, Michael Richardson. Now, last year on Football Manager and in the last 2 or 3 years, his determination, teamwork, work rate, natural fitness and stamina have all been 18 or above. So he's took a big hit over the last year. And he was at Blyth last season, but he did have very high attributes in what I just said. So they have went down to 12, 12, 13, 12 and 14. Still pretty decent. He's going to be a central midfielder for me. He can also do a box-to-box job, as I remember using him before. 5 star potential ability, 4 star current ability. And if somebody does come and take him, bear in mind he's on a 2-year contract, which is pretty good. He's on a value of £150,000 per week, which is good. Can get the club a little bit of money. He is one of the part-time players. Either they'll be non-contract or part-time. There are no full-time players as it stands. 23-year-old centre midfielder Michael Richardson. Recently signed by Blyth, Paul Robinson has come in, but the disappointing thing about this is he's out with a damaged foot for 2 to 4 months. He is 2.5 star current ability, 2.5 star potential, but by the time 2 to 4 months come, I hope to have a settled tactic, a settled starting 11, a settled bench, and he could find it very difficult at the age of 31 to get into my squad. Now, my first signing here that I brought in on a free contract, he was available for free, having been released by Huddersfield. Valued at £600 on only £35 per week, 4 star potential ability, 2 star current, is Mikey Starkey, 19 years old, left back. Now he's going to compete with another left back for that position that I will show you in a second. His attributes that stood out and caught my eye that made me want to sign him were his jump and reach, his bravery, his decision making, his leadership, positioning, teamwork and vision. He looks like he could be good at this level as a defensive fullback. Stephen Turnbull, centre midfielder, brother of Phil Turnbull, who is at Darlington, I believe, formerly of Gateshead. 28-year-old centre midfielder, earning £180 per week. He's a key player in the team, and he is 4 star current and potential ability. Attributes that stand out are his first touch, his composure, his natural fitness, and his penalty taking technique and vision. His vision and passing of 13. That is why he's going to play as a key player in the centre midfield as the deep-lying playmaker. Another English centre midfielder, Matty Wade, 3.5 star potential ability, 1.5 star current ability, plays as a centre midfielder. He's not got much to offer, to be fair. At best, he will be, for me, a player who's coming off the bench and hopefully to effect. He will not be a starter unless injuries happen. Here we have Jordan Watson, the left back that will compete with Mikey Starkey for the left back spot in my team. He was assured to start until I brought in Starkey. I'm not quite made my mind up, and I will find out in pre-season who will start out of these. Determination of 11, stamina of 11, agility of 11, acceleration of 10 might be pretty decent. 4.5 star potential ability, 3 star current ability is the 22-year-old Northern Irishman who used to play for Sunderland. A non-contract player, he's going to start on the right for me unless I bring somebody else in, Aaron Wearmouth. He's wanted by a few clubs on a free contract, 23 years old, 3.5 star potential ability and 2 star current ability. He's got dribbling of 10, which might help, and his acceleration of 10 might be pretty decent as well. Doesn't look fantastic, but I'm struggling for right midfielders, so as it starts, he's going to start. He isn't fantastic. I hope we can keep him, but he is wanted by North Ferriby. So hopefully we can keep him. Maybe offer him a part-time contract so they have to possibly pay for him if they want him. I don't think clubs at this level pay for many players, so hopefully if I do offer him a contract, I can keep him. So this guy, Ross Wilson, we currently have on trial, but I have offered a contract to him and I'm confident he's going to start. 22 years old, seen as a striker, 5-star potential ability, 2-star current. He used to play for Burnley and Workington. Now for me, I looked at him as a signing for competition to Wearmouth as a right midfielder. Dribbling of 11, he's got decent strength, natural fitness, decision making, flair, teamwork. For me, he's not going to get a game up front because of who I have up front. But I have offered a contract, and if he does sign it, and he does come in, he could be starting ahead of Wearmouth on the right of midfield. Now you might call me mad, but I've actually spent all my budget on one player, well almost all of my budget. Matty Wolfenden, we're going to call him the Wolf. Now he comes in from A.F.C. United of Manchester. This is the first time, or one of the first times, that a player has not been interested, but I've actually managed to convince him to enter contract negotiations, and he actually accepted it. £20,000. Boy, he better bring me some return. He only signed a 1-year contract, which is risky. Valued at £14,250. He's my highest earner on £325 per week. This is the guy I'm hoping can fire me to glory and to the championship. 3.5-star current and potential ability. 27 years old. Will play behind the main striker as a shadow striker. Can play up front pretty well or on the right. He has got finishing of 12. Now, any finishing of 9 or above, as you've seen on my saves in FM15 in the lower leagues, they can score goals. So 9 plus, and I'll look at him and I'll be interested. But he's got 12, so from a deeper position behind the striker, hopefully he can create, be the spearhead of my team, score goals and set up goals. His aggression is 13. That's not that best. We don't really like having that. He's got determination of 11 off the ball, which is pretty good at 14. Pace and natural fitness of 11. This guy, hopefully, can take me to glory this season. The Wolf of A.F.C. United of Manchester has joined Blyth Spartans. Now here's a bizarre one I've never seen before. Chris Bell, 30 years old, right back. Now if you look at his tab up the top beside his name, he has got head physio. That's right. I've never seen a player who has also been the head physio in the game, and that is why he's got half-star current and potential ability, and that's why you look at his attributes. He looks like he has the attributes of a 6-year-old lad, and to be honest, you look at them and you do think, yes, he's a physio, he's not a footballer. But the thing is, I'll have to keep him in the squad until I can attract a decent physio. So until then, he will stay in the squad, earning £75 per week until I get a new physio in, and then when I do, he will leave the club. 24-year-old English centre-back, 2.5-star potential ability and 2-star current ability, Stuart Bramley. He hasn't got many attributes to shout about. Work rate of 11, strength of 11, aggression of 11, bravery of 11 and marking of 11. He looks okay. He possibly can be on the bench for me, but we will see. Andrew Cartwright, the right back of my team, another former Sunderland player and also a player of Darlington. What you'll see in and around this save is a lot of the players that you sign or see have played for local clubs to the areas of Newcastle, Sunderland, Middlesbrough. Now, Andrew Cartwright plays at right back. He's got dribbling of 10, which is pretty decent. He's got really good pace of 12, agility of 13 and 12 acceleration. He's a player that will very much be involved this season. Valued at £6,000. Looking forward to using him. Hopefully he can do well for me. Now, if you know anyone at Blyth Spartans, which I assume some of you will, this is the guy you will know. The pub barman, Robert Daly's been at Blyth Spartans for around 10 years, only with a brief stint at Whitley Bay where he didn't actually play a game. He's going to be the winger on the left-hand side of my team. He can't play on the right, he can't play up front, but he's going to be on the left wing of my team. Dribbling of 12, 15 determination, 12 flair, and some other decent attributes of 10 or above. He's a good player, well known in the lower leagues, and he made FA Cup heroics last season with Blyth Spartans in the same team as Jarrett Rivers, who got a move to Blackpool. My second signing, possibly third if Ross Wilson signs his contract, is Danny Hawkins. Now, Danny Hawkins got released by Blyth Spartans last season, but I actually used him on Football Manager last year, and he was decent. As you can see, he's got finishing of 9, but that is more than good enough to score plenty of goals in the team. Now, he's got half a star current ability. I understand he's not going to be good straight away, but if he can come off the bench, make an impact, he's got 4-star potential ability, potential to be a key player. He comes in on a non-contract, so again, he only gets paid if I play him. I will try to use him as much as I can if we are struggling in games. He's a player that I really think can be decent from the bench and good backup to my main striker. That's Danny Hawkins. Another signing comes in on a free transfer. Experienced centre midfielder Neil Hooks, 28 years old, valued at £10,000 per week, 2.5-star current and potential ability. Centre midfielder, can play defensive mid, centre back, or a little bit advanced if you're desperate. He's got some decent attributes in terms of concentration, determination, leadership, teamwork, work rate, stamina and natural fitness. This guy, even if he doesn't start games, which I'm unsure on him at the moment, he will be a big voice around the club. Experience, he's got good leadership skills, and he's one that the other younger players can look towards and get help from. Neil Hooks could be a vital part of this squad. 22-year-old former Morpeth player, centre-half Ryan Hutchison, 4-star potential ability, 2.5-star current ability. He's got some decent attributes on him of determination 11, stamina 11, jump and reach 10, bravery 10, heading 10, marking 10, 12 tackling. He's someone that could really come in handy the season coming. Now guys, we saved the best till last. This guy I used a lot on Football Manager 2015, Dan Maguire. Now believe it or not, last Football Manager, his finishing was 10 and he scored bucket loads of goals for me. I think he scored at least 25 a season. 5-star potential ability, 4-star current ability, £25,000 value, £250 per week. A key player for me, 22 years old. I just offered him a new contract, 3-year contract, and he signed it. Big part of the club. For me, the best player. Him and Wolfie are the ones that are really going to push me towards promotion, hopefully. He's going to play as the advanced forward, 12 finishing, 11 bravery, 11 composure, which, for me, when you look at attributes in a striker, especially in the lower leagues, because anything above 10 is vital. Now, finishing of 12, composure of 11, pace of 12. I bet you will not find a striker even as close to as good as this in the lower leagues. Determination 14, off the ball excellent, 13, work rate great, 15, acceleration of 11, pace as I mentioned of 12. This guy Dan Maguire, he's the one that's going to spearhead me to glory. Him and Wolfie, that could be an absolute diamond partnership. We're going for the title, the board want it, I want it, the town of Blyth want it. We are gunning for that glory. So here is the friendly schedule that we've got lined up. Accrington at home, Stirling Albion at home, East Fife at home, 2 Scottish clubs coming to Blyth, Billingham Town away, North Shields away, 2 local clubs before we kick off the Evo Stick League and we play Rushall at home, Ramsbottom away, Nantwich at home, Whitby away before a huge crunch match against the Salford, the 92 boys. You all know who they are now. They of course are linked with the Manchester United class of 92 lads who own them. So that will be an excellent match to watch. I will probably live-com that. I'm going to live-com more matches this Football Manager than I have done in recent ones and in any of my videos. I've only done a few. So every episode from now on after this one, this is the introduction, I really want to do a live com, probably every 4 or 5 matches, which will mean one an episode at least, unless it's a big crunch match. Now you've seen this squad, you've met the players, you've seen my schedule coming up. Let's show you the tactics that I'm going to start with against Accrington, and we're going to try and test them, tweak them throughout the episode. And if they're not working, we'll come back to them, we will do them in the next episode and we will tweak them, show you what we've done. But hopefully in the opening 5 games, we can see what's wrong, we can tweak things, we can alter things, we can change things, we can change the system, the formation, the strategy, the instructions, the player instructions, but also we're going to go deep into the set piece instructions. So this is what I'm looking forward to, guys. I really have struggled in recent years to do my tactics in the lower league, so hopefully they can click and we can make something of them. So this is what I've come up with, guys. At left back as a limited defender, Jordan Watson. Right back as the same instruction is Alex Nicholson. At centre half, we're going for Danny Parker on limited defender cover and Ryan Hutchison on limited defender defend. In the middle, we're going for centre midfielder attack, Michael Richardson. Deep line playmaker on support is Turnbull. On the left wing is Dale, attack. On the right wing currently, although he might be replaced, is Aaron Wearmouth on winger support. Wolfie just behind the striker as a shadow striker, and up front on his own, the machine Dan Maguire. That was his nickname that I gave him last year as an advanced forward, and hopefully he can bang the goals in for us. So we're going for a controlling game and very structured approach. Now, the tempo will be normal. Time wasting, no, we don't want any of that. We're going to play very wide. Normal defensive line. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Now, a lot of people don't know what that means. That basically means your advanced forward or your striker needs to close down the goalkeeper and try and force him into hurrying a decision, making bad and rash decisions, and close him down really. We've seen it a lot in Football Manager. They are effective. And the advanced forward, which Dan Maguire role is going to play, that is what an advanced forward does. He closes down all the loose balls on the defenders and the goalkeepers. We're going to retain possession, be more disciplined and stick to position because we're playing a controlling possession game where we want to keep the ball. We're going to run at defence. That is basically out with the tactic. I want my wingers to run at the defence. We're going to work the ball into the box, play with defence, and exploit the left flank. Now, I say exploit the left flank, that's because I didn't believe Aaron Wearmouth was strong enough on the right. So I wanted to direct all my play on the left towards Robert Dale because he is one of the key players in this squad. So there you have it, guys. You have met the squad. I've told you about the tactics we're going to start pre-season with. So the next episode I bring to you is going to be talking about tactical tweaks that we may have had to make during or after pre-season. And I'll come back to you just as we're ready to start the season, and hopefully for the opening games of the season, the 4,435 capacity crowd at Croft Park will be bouncing. The captain for the season is Robert Dale. We're yet to name a vice captain. Hopefully within a few seasons we can get this club into a professional status and we can get moving up the divisions. I'm in it for the long haul. I hope you are too. Hope you follow the Blyth Spartans Save Rags to Riches. This is a long-term project, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm James. We're the WizKids. Follow us on Twitter at the FM WizKids, YouTube, the Football Manager WizKids, and Facebook, the Football Manager WizKids. Around 20,000 followers on all social media outlets, so hopefully you can follow us too. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to sub to the channel. We are Spartans, and we're hunting for glory.